Welcome to the Patient Heart Podcast. I'm Krista.
And I'm Leon, and we are here to share the stories of the patient heart.
From raising children to entrepreneurship to spirituality and even our relationship, our intention for this podcast is to come together and express our creativity.
The patient heart brought us back together, and we are so grateful to share this journey with you. Let's dive in. Welcome to episode 2. Last week, we talked about the past.
Today, we're going to talk about our present and where we are at now.
Yeah, which a lot of exciting things have happened, and a lot of exciting things are happening in our lives right now. So
yeah, last episode we went through literally 12 years of history, so it was 49 minutes long.
That's okay though. That's good.
I like 49-minute podcasts.
Yep, me too.
It's a good drive into town.
Exactly.
It's the perfect length for a drive into town.
Yep, or doing dishes or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't take 49 minutes to do dishes.
I do.
That is our present moment.
That's present moment.
So, yeah, we have a few things we want to chat about today, but we're just going to off the cuff it like we did the last one. But yeah. So, in our last episode, we mentioned we moved. Did we even mention where we moved?
We said that we just didn't live in Regina anymore, but we are now living in
Nolalu, Ontario, which is like a 40-minute drive from Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
And we live on a 42-acre piece of land in a really sweet little, pretty big house, actually. It's not a little house.
No, it's not little at all. It's got lots of rooms.
It's got lots of room.
It's quaint, though. It's
homey.
It's homey.
It's cozy.
That's what I want to say. Yeah, it's homey.
We have a wood stove in our living room.
And a wood stove downstairs.
And a wood furnace downstairs, so... It's very cozy. Leon likes it hot.
I do.
So it's always Jamaica in our house.
That's what your cousin came over.
She didn't want to be in Jamaica anymore.
No, I had it was chilly that night, so I was like, I'll start a little bit of a fire and get you guys nice and cozy. And hot. I made the fire just a little too hot for them. It was
roaring.
And Bobby was just like, Krista, I don't want to be in Jamaica anymore. I love the heat. I love the heat.
Yeah, actually, it's like 25 out right now. We're sitting here in blankets.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing a sweater. Yeah, but it's like it's 25
it's
outside, but it's cool in here. This house really holds the cold.
Yeah,
really nicely.
So we moved to Thunder Bay. We're close to Thunder Bay. Mm-hmm. We're just gonna say Thunder Bay because people have literally no idea even what Nolalu is.
No, it's just
and we technically don't even live in Nolalu.
We're on the border of Kekabeka, Nolalu, and Gillies. So we live in 3 different places.
We literally have 3 different mailing addresses.
Yep.
Yeah, we have 2 different mailing addresses with actually our physical location not being in either one of them.
Exactly.
So that's country living.
Riddle me that, Batman.
Yeah. So we moved out here in February, in the dead of winter.
Yeah.
We traveled for 14 hours from Regina with 2 dogs, 2 cats, and a 7-month-old, I think.
That would have been maybe 8, so I can't. March, April, May.
No, May. Yeah. She was born in May.
Yeah. But I went March, April, May, and then there was still 3 months taken off. So.
Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah, I'm just doing quick math, baby.
Oh, wow. I can't do quick math. Don't make me do quick math.
So it was like, I probably said wrong. 9 months.
Yeah. We're guesstimating. She was born in May, so.
Born in May.
And we moved out here at the end of January, February.
Not my strong suit.
No, that's definitely not part of our present moment, is math.
No. And Krista wants to homeschool our kids. What?
Well, I'm pretty good. No, I'm not really good at math, actually.
That's okay. No one's good at math.
Except and I really hate science. Yeah, except for people who study math. So anyways, we moved out here in the dead of winter. It was beautiful wintertime. Yeah. So we live like on this huge piece of land, and it's surrounded by trees, so evergreen trees in every corner. Yeah. And like the wildlife is beautiful out here.
Mm-hmm. We've seen like so many different types of animals.
We saw lynx.
We saw lynx twice.
Which always brought bad news.
I think that they live like this one lives close to us.
It lives close to us.
I think it's the same lynx that we seen. We've seen some coyotes. Heard some wolves one night.
We heard wolves.
Wolves.
Lee saw a bear.
Yeah, it was cutting the grass. Oh my goodness, this was cool.
He was like drinking beer on the lawnmower.
Yeah, probably about 4 or 5 beers in, to be honest. And well, if you're gonna ride a lawnmower, you gotta have a couple beers.
Listen to country music.
or whatever you want to listen to. And I look up, and all I see is this big, huge head, just like looking at me, and then all of a sudden it stands up. So when I was in BC, I saw black bears before, but they weren't very big black bears.
Different, yeah.
This black bear was like pretty big. His head was like, it was probably taller than me when it stood up on his. And I'm like, I'm gonna
6 feet tall.
6 feet tall.
Yeah, it was.
So I was just like, huh.
He texted me. I just saw a bear.
I saw a bear. But then I thought it was a good sign. I went to got a lottery ticket and I won $20.
Yeah, he did. The bear brought tons of good luck.
Yeah, the bear was a good. I think the bear was like my very first like card that I pulled when I did the.
Oh my gosh, your animal deck.
My animal deck.
Whoa,
Yeah.
the bear is like it's a powerful animal totem. So yeah, we have amazing like the eagles and the hawks,
eagles.
the falcons, like
Birds of prey.
Birds of prey around
Hummingbirds.
here. Oh yeah, we have a little hummingbird feeder. Blue jays.
Blue jays, yes.
The blue jay, even the squirrels are cute. I know they're kind of assholes, but
oh my goodness, they're bullies.
they're bullies to the
They're
birds.
such
but
bullies.
I think the blue jays bully them, so that makes me happy.
They deserve
They deserve it. So anyways, we're living out. We moved from a 2-bedroom apartment in the city of Regina to a 3-bedroom, 42-acre piece of land in the country. And we're still learning how to navigate that with the ticks and the mosquitoes and the wildlife.
Mosquitoes are bad around this time of year. So like,
so bad.
if you live in Canada, in northern Canada, like you know what we're talking about.
Bad.
The black flies and the ticks. And
We literally have nets we put over our heads,
Yeah.
our daughter's head.
Yeah, we have every time we're going with our daughter, we just have like a little mesh net that we put a hat on her and then we put it over her face. Just because like they bite her. They bite her so much. Like,
she had like 12 bites on the back of her neck, and I
poor
literally was
girl.
like wanting to kill and murder every fly that touched my daughter. Like that's a bit extreme.
Don't touch my daughter.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
But yeah, it's crazy. Just the wildlife here and like we've seen so many different types of insects too.
I know.
Which is kind of cool.
It is. We have spiders living in our house.
But that's okay.
You know
They
what?
come and
Did
go.
I ever tell you that Lil brought me a spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, here, Mom.
Our daughter, Lilith, okay, if you know anything about mythology, it makes total sense, but she brought me this huge spider, and it was balled up because when spiders get scared, they like curl up, right? And so she brought it to me, and I thought it was just like a fluff, and she brings me fluffs, and I throw them out so she doesn't eat them or whatever. She brought it to me, and I put out my hand, and it like hit my hand and then fell out. Thank God, because if that thing would have crawled on me. And I was like, oh, that's a spider, honey. We have to put it back outside.
What I'm surprised that didn't happen is that she picked it up and
ate it. She knew. She must have known it was a spider.
Because she'll pick things up and kind of look at them like, oh, in the mouth it goes.
Yeah, piece of wood, no problem. Piece of Tall's hair.
No problem. Eat that. But we're just living life.
We're living life, country life.
Country life.
We're growing a garden.
Right. Chris is growing a garden.
Yeah, Leon has helped. Actually, no, you have helped. You weeded it. You actually planted the onions. My mom's is thinking that you may have put them upside down on her direction, but she's like, why the hell aren't the onions growing?
Oh,
so maybe they're growing down instead of up.
Oh, maybe I have to dig them up and see.
I have no idea. I could care less. Onions, I don't like them. So.
I love onions for salsa.
Oh, right, for salsa. Okay, well, we need those. So. So we're growing a garden. You're working full-time.
Yep.
I'm working part-time at home. I'm at home with Lil.
Yep. You have a full-time job, though.
I have a full-time job and work part-time.
You're busy.
Lil is very busy.
Yeah. She's like one, so she's that age where she's just like, go, 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 go.
She's exploring everything.
Yeah.
Which is so cool to see. Like, I know it was cringy and gross when she brought me a spider, but it's pretty cool that she's like, and she's learning how to put blocks in certain shapes, and it's cool. It's a 1-year-old is a lot, but it's a cool age to watch her evolve every day.
1-year-old and another one on the way.
Yeah.
So 2 under 2, everybody.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
So we're expecting our second baby January 2023.
7th. Yeah.
January 7th, but you know what?
Give or take. You never know.
Lil was due the 24th of May, and she didn't come till the 30th.
Yeah. Well, Lil was like, I'm coming on my own time.
Absolutely. As will every baby, but we're going to have another Capricorn in the house.
Yep.
So I'm praying and crossing my fingers that this baby, who we aren't quite sure if it's a boy or a girl, we were so certain with Lil, and now we're like, Leon's pretty certain.
I'm pretty sure it's a girl because I feel like I can only have girls.
Yeah, his super sperm is only X's.
Only
X chromosomes.
X chromosomes. And I have a brother who is my real brother, same parents.
Biological brother. Yeah.
And he actually had kids before I did, and he had the boy. So I feel like there was going to be a boy between us, but it was whoever had kids first, to kind of carry on.
To live on the Price
his last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, But then after that, because we have a lot of boys in our family, and my dad was so excited to know that he had 2 granddaughters because there's just so many boys.
So your brother has a son and a daughter, and we have
a daughter right now.
A daughter and potentially another daughter, or who knows.
Yeah.
I have had multiple psychic readings that said a boy, a male energy was coming through. But you know what? Masculine energy can manifest as feminine, like or as like a female girl or as a female child. So
and my mom, the witch doctor, said it's going to be a girl. So
we also did a lot of calculations, although I feel like we were doing those calculations online for December because that was our original.
Oh, right.
When the midwife, so we need to update it to January.
We do those calculations.
The only ones that said it was a boy was the Mayans.
Yeah.
The Mayan
the Mayans. Yes, the Mayans calculator said it was going to be a boy.
They thought the world was ending at 2012, so we can't trust that.
We can't be too sure about what they thought, but...
So we have 6 weeks until we find out.
And we'll let you know.
We'll let you know, yeah. We're super stoked.
We might actually do a video of that.
Maybe we should.
We'll post it on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Once it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're living out in the country. Leon, you can chat about your work a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm working at a sawmill in Thunder Bay here, which I love very much because this is such physical work.
Yeah.
And sorry about that. That's our dog getting
comfy over there.
Hi, Emma. And so I've been there for about 4 months now.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. Really physical work. Long days. I work 12-hour days. But the best part about it is I do 4 days and I'm off for 4 days.
Yeah.
But I do 2 nights and 2 days. And it's like the best ever because I have 4 days off and I can just...
It's like a long weekend every time you're home.
Yeah. It's nice. And I can choose to go overtime if I like.
Yeah.
And
which is so
it's really nice to just kind of...
We recently bought a king-size bed and literally paid for it in like one paycheck being like, Leon, you're doing overtime.
Yeah, basically. But it was nice though. It was good. I have that bed now and...
we're just waiting for the frame.
Just waiting for the frame.
And I will not sleep on the floor.
No, we have it on the floor, and I don't mind sleeping on it. But we have a...
After I found ticks crawling on the floor, I am not sleeping on the floor.
No, I don't blame you.
And spiders.
I don't blame you.
Anyways, so so Leon works super hard. You work 4 days, 2 days, 2 nights.
Yep.
And at first the nights were super hard because I was like scared to be out in the country by myself.
Oh, it was winter too, right?
And it was winter.
It got dark really, really early.
Yeah, and like the dogs, like... We have a puppy. She's still a puppy. She's 9 months now, but she's a puppy. And a pain in the ass. And we have an old girl dog too. So I had my hands full when you do nights. But you know what? I feel like we're slaying it.
You guys got a good groove. Yeah.
We got a good groove. We've recently sleep trained, and I hate using that word because I feel like that sounds torturous. We did not torture our child to do this.
No, she's actually pretty good.
She wanted to.
Yeah.
We just basically went from co-sleeping to crib sleeping.
Yeah.
In like a week.
Yeah, because I was like sleeping on the couch for like 3 months or so.
Because like all 3 of us could not fit in that queen. Like we could physically fit, but Lil slept fucking horizontally,
sideways, and
she'd flail.
I toss and turn, which keeps Lil up, which keeps Mom up, and it was just kind of a messy situation.
A bit hectic. So we recently, like probably within the last month or 2, we recently transitioned Lil to the crib, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, she's actually sleeping in the crib right now. She's just taking a nap. She's been there for about an hour.
Well, an hour, because we recorded our other podcast before this. So so we've done that. We've moved through that. We also did that when we found out we were pregnant because we're like, there's no way 2 babies will be in our room.
Yeah,
there's not enough room.
No.
We could literally get a wall-to-wall bed, and there still wouldn't be enough room.
And I had to get up early in the morning, so I just disturb everybody. It would just be bad. But
But that's felt really good. I feel like that's a huge like improvement on our sleeps and our ability to sleep in the same bed. Yeah. Which was really nice. Yes. We hadn't slept in the same bed, which I was like, oh my god, are we like an old couple that doesn't love each other anymore? No.
Right now, we're still not sleeping in the same bed because you won't sleep on the floor.
Because I will not sleep on the floor. Yeah. That'll change tomorrow.
That'll change,
or the next day.
Yeah, tomorrow, next day. Nope. What day is tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Saturday,
So, we don't know days.
We don't know. Yeah.
Leon doesn't work Monday to Friday.
No, just 4 days on, 4 days off.
Yeah, so it's we never really know what days were. So anyways, Leon working full time and balancing fatherhood. Loving it.
Loving every single moment of it. Yeah. Fatherhood is like probably my favorite thing in the world.
You are a natural, like...
I love a lot of things, but I love being a dad.
It's the best.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm not a dad, but it's the best.
It's the best thing ever in the
and
entire
it's
world.
awesome when your kid's super cool, though.
Yeah, Little's actually really, really cool.
She's super cool. She's way cooler than both of us, which actually is like causing me a little bit of jealousy.
She's not cooler than me. Not yet.
Okay, she's
she
cooler
has the
than
potential to be cooler than me.
She hasn't got there yet.
She hasn't got there yet.
She's only lived 1 year on this planet.
Yeah. She's still got a couple more years to go.
So I'm working at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I was off for like a year, still doing a little bit of stuff like here and there, but generally off for that year. And I recently went back to work, working for a warehouse, which is where I worked in Regina before we moved. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing their website maintenance. So just taking care of the back end, doing like...
What's she really good at?
I love it. I think I'm good, like organized and getting stuff done. And, making stuff look nice. So it's been good.
I don't organize anything.
No.
I get stuff done, but it's like normally messy.
Yeah, you're such a good cook, and then I just go and clean it all up.
Yeah, I love cooking.
Yeah, and I like cleaning, so it works.
I don't know how you like cleaning.
Well, it's not that I like cleaning. I like the end product of the
Yes, like the way it looks after it's done, which I can get behind because it's just the cleaning.
Maybe I don't really like cooking, but I love eating.
Mm-hmm. Lil does too.
Oh my god, she eats so much. So anyways, I work at home, but I've been having, especially the first trimester, was so challenging. Just emotionally, but more physically. Like, I was dead exhausted. Trying to work not full time, trying to work part time, mom full time, teach yoga. Mm-hmm. It was a wild
You
ride.
have a lot. Yeah, you had a lot on your plate. You still do have a lot on your plate.
Yeah.
But like, I find that things are kind of getting, I don't want to say easier, because I don't find that things get easier. I find that we find a way to cope with it a little bit better.
And it just doesn't seem so burdensome. It's like even this podcast, we've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
But like actually to sit down and do it is not causing us the grief and the hardship that we maybe thought it would.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was like, how are we going to do this? We have to like watch Lil, make sure she's okay. And like, there's no way we could not film a podcast, but like record a podcast with her because she loves to say hi. She'd be hi.
She'd literally think we were on the phone and like interrupt, which it would be super cute.
It'd be cute. But that's all you'd hear for like 40 minutes. It's just, hi.
Well, we're getting away.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so it's been a ride. It's been a journey since we got here. I mentioned this in the last podcast. I really enjoy astrology, and you're kind of like, you dabble into it and you make fun of things with me in it. But
no, I make fun of everything. I'm going to be honest. I make fun of everything, but like, I do believe in it.
Yeah. So I lived on my Jupiter line in Regina, and you lived on your Venus line. Mm-hmm. Like literally love and expansion. We were in a good vibe in Regina.
Yep.
But it's flat and I don't want to say boring because it wasn't boring for us. No. But it's kind of boring.
We had such lovely friends.
We had a great friend group there, yeah.
And I miss them so much.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part about ever moving is just...
You moved twice in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
From Ontario to Regina to Ontario.
Yeah.
You should just stayed here.
No. I'm glad I came down to Regina. Because like the people that we met there and the people I met through you were just such beautiful people.
Yeah. We have some really cool people. And they're still our friends. It's just we don't get to see them all the time. But yeah, so we lived on those energy lines in Regina, and now Leon lives on his Uranus line.
Uranus.
Which is like Uranus.
Anus.
Which is like a lot more like shaky than the other energy. And I live on my Mars line, which is like fire hot, can be quite angry and very physical.
Mm-hmm. When you said like shaky and...
Uranus is an unexpected energy.
It is. But I've never been more certain about things.
Yeah. And
I never felt more at peace with myself. So like, but I'm a Capricorn, so I go against everything that
He's got his own
you tell me something, I'm like, yeah, I'll do the opposite.
So you know what though, I feel like I don't know enough about like astrocartography and how it relates to our own astrology charts. Because if you think about it, like maybe your Uranus is just like in a sweet spot and it's not going to feel rocky to you. It's going to feel...
Bless you, Emma.
Good Lord, child. It's going to feel like this is actually where you want to be. I don't know. I wouldn't have put that planetary alignment into feeling at peace, but if that's how you're experiencing it, don't change. Like,
I feel like people, like, like I said in my last podcast there, is that I feel at home with you guys.
Yeah.
Even though
I feel like your heart is your home, so it doesn't matter where you live.
Yeah. So.
But me, on the other hand, my physical location actually I'm noticing a huge change in energy from when I lived in Regina and what I accomplished in Regina and what I moved through versus here, and how different I felt. Like, I was so angry. I think I was just like going through a huge emotional transformation, physical transformation with pregnancy, but like, yeah, that Mars was like boiling my blood. But the other cool thing about Mars is it's super passionate and it's a go-getter. Yeah. And I'm just going to lean into that.
I love that.
And I have been.
Yeah, you have been. You've been going to get it, huh?
Going and getting it.
You're getting it. You're getting it.
Yeah. But you're like, well, we're both exploring creative things, but...
Yeah. Like, right now, we have this podcast that we started. Fun. And we've been talking about this for months.
We actually had, I was thinking about this, we actually had a different name picked out.
Yeah. The Priceless.
Priceless podcast. Because Leon's last name is Price.
And Krista's last name is Price, too.
Well, I wish it was.
It is.
In theory.
In theory. You can get it. You can have
it. On a different timeline, my last name is Price. What was I just going to say about that? Yeah, so we had a different podcast name called The Priceless Podcast, and then Leon was like, we have to start a YouTube channel, or like a vlogging or something like that.
Yeah. I love YouTube.
Yeah, Leon, you should Leon, I mean, YouTube doesn't need promoting, but you could literally promote
I could promote them.
You could make money promoting them. Yeah. But, so he's like, we need to start this YouTube channel and call it The Patient Heart. His business is called
Patient Warrior. And
mine is called Heart Raise. So he like smushed them together. And then he was like so clever with our little opening. Like, the patient heart is what brought us back together. Like, I'm just going to shut that off there. Yeah, so we're both kind of like on our groove despite the planetary alignments of our current living situation.
Yeah.
But it does feel a little sticky being so close to home for me.
Yeah, like I understand that. Yeah, that's like, that's tough.
It's tough. It's tough being so close to, like, we were so far from our family for years. I was away from my family for 8 years.
Yeah.
And I'd go home, of course, but I stayed the heck out of stuff.
Yeah.
No, now we're a little more intertangled.
Yeah, but I'm also grateful to be closer to family because
I am too.
We have, like, if we ever want to do, like, we had our first date night.
I know. Here.
We had our first date night here after like 9 months. 9 months of not going out for a date or
just
doing anything. Just
like Lil used to come and she would be so great.
Lil was such a good kid. She just was so quiet. She slept.
But now if we go, oh my God, she wants to get out of
She wants to get out. She wants to go hi to everybody. She's such a social butterfly.
She is. Hi. She gets that from you.
She gets that from you. I'm very... This is probably the most you'll ever hear me talk.
We actually said in the last podcast, like, we've never had a 48-minute conversation.
Yeah. Basically, our podcast form is just going to be a 7-minute conversation.
Absolutely.
And you guys can join in on the conversation.
Yeah. Enjoy this listening.
By joining in, I mean just listening. Sorry.
There's no call-ins. There's no hotline.
Not yet, but we should bring that back, though.
That'd be cool.
Got a caller on the phone here.
Actually, we did kind of talk about interviewing people.
Yes.
Or, like, bringing our friends on.
Yeah.
We really want to interview our doula.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
That'd be cool.
She has so much knowledge.
Oh, that was a great experience. Hello, Nova. Yeah, so where was I going with that? Oh, and then we did, so the patient heart. Yep. And it just felt so good. Yeah.
And now we're working on, like, so Patient Warrior right now is just kind of,
well, you had a bit of a...
It's stagnant for right now. I'm leaving that be because there's other things I want to work on.
And also your Instagram got hacked, and your account got frozen or closed or something like that. You deleted it. Now...
I have no more social media whatsoever, and I don't think I'll be going back anytime soon. Yeah. I do want to bring back Patient Warrior.
It'll come back. Still
enjoy Fair to Wells and all that stuff. But right now it's just taking a breather, and I'm rebranding, and then I have new scents coming and new product as well. And right now I'm just in the mix of testing some stuff. I got lots of stuff downstairs to test.
I kind of love that you're in this though. Like Leon made me a shea butter face cream. Way better than any other face cream I've ever used in my entire life.
Made with love.
It was made with a lot
made with
of
love.
Yeah, are you coming up here, Nova? Gosh, I think we've stirred the pot of animal fighting right now.
That's what you get for doing a podcast in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
With 4 animals.
We need to find a space, but we just turned our spare room, which could have been an office, into an actual spare room.
Yeah.
I guess we could have done it in there.
We could have, but that's okay.
And sit on the bed.
Mm-hmm. This is good. Eventually we'll be so like awesome and famous that we can just get our own studio. And we just have a studio.
We could build our own studio on this land.
Exactly.
On our own land.
Freaking professionals.
Absolutely. We're gonna get those microphones that clip to the table.
Oh man, that like hang down.
Oh, that's Leon's dream.
That's the dream. I saw one at Walmart for like $70, and I was like,
"You're like, I'm doing this.
I really want to buy this, but like, I don't know."
We could have 2 microphones.
Yeah. Right now we're using one, and it works really good.
Yeah. Wait, can we plug 2 in?
Yep. There's another plug-in right here.
There we have it.
Yeah. We can get 2 hanging ones. Oh my goodness.
We look so professional.
We feel professional. People wouldn't be able to see us, but I feel so professional.
As a Capricorn, that's his like main goal in life, is to feel like a professional.
Because I'm not professional at anything.
But, so Leon's tucked patient warrior aside for half a second.
Yeah, but I'm working
It'll come back.
Yeah. Right now I'm working on a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just getting that kind of situated and all that. I did YouTube in the past before, but this one is just a little bit different. It's more about it's just something that
it's more fun, I feel.
More fun.
Yeah.
More fun, more playful, more engaging.
And like authentically you.
Authentically me. Just like I'm a goof, so I like to goof around a lot. And not that I'm not gonna have any serious episodes, but like it's just I love to goof around, and this is gonna be fun, and hopefully people just want to laugh because there's so much seriousness right now.
There's a lot.
Much seriousness.
I guess actually I was thinking about that as I'm like reflecting on my own business, like our intention with this podcast, like we want to share stories, but more than that, we kind of want to like uplift people and not like bring that heaviness into every conversation. Like, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, like it's been so much
a lot of darkness.
And then just I find that as soon as we get over something new comes and just distracts people, and then we're like what's the bigger picture? You know, like
we could get into a conspiracy theory episode.
Yeah,
we won't.
Well, maybe
we might
down the road we will for sure. I love conspiracy theories.
Actually, that might be fun.
Yeah, and the more I'm like living in them, the more I'm like kind of seeing things. I'm kind of just like, okay, government.
Don't say that too loud. Yeah. So our with all of our business endeavors and like creative endeavors, that's what we're trying to do. I was thinking about that today with my bracelets, like raising the vibration. I know that sounds woo woo and stuff like that, but like really actually infusing the world with love instead of all of this darkness. And like just us talking about our love, our children,
shooting the shit,
having fun, like that helps, you know, bring the vibe up, I feel.
And like I never thought that I would ever do a podcast because a lot of the podcasts that I listen to is just like interview style, you know, like, but then like I do listen to Joe Rogan and he has conversations with his guests and stuff like that, which I like. I love conversation style podcasts, which is like something you can do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like editing sucks. I used to edit YouTube videos, and it was like
tedious.
Like I love filming them, but editing them, oh my goodness! But I understand that you have to do it in some cases. But when you have a conversation style,
you just don't have to cut things down.
The flow is nice.
Yeah, and like us just talking about, like to me, this is kind of nice quality time.
Yeah,
just chatting,
and that's like the thing. Like right now, in this present moment, Krista and I were working on like building like a future, but like a wealthy future, a future that is just like prosperous, not like with like we have a lot of love. We have so much love.
So much, abundance of love.
And then like we're just like, you know what? Why don't we just like try to make more money?
Yeah.
Like we make really good money already, but we're like, why don't we just make a little more money? And like when so we can do the things that we love, not for material things, but more for moments.
It was so funny today. I was like, I have a certain way I want to live, and Leon's like, what is that?
I'm like, what's your certain way of what's your lifestyle you want?
A certain standard of lifestyle, and I was like, what did I even say?
You're like,
oh, I just want to grocery shop without having a coupon clip. Not that I do that.
Yeah. And I was like,
clip coupons.
I don't think those people that clip coupons, they like get the grocery store to pay them back. That's what I said. I'm like,
maybe we should clip coupons.
They're like, yeah, you owe me $500 sort of thing. And
Hello,
so we kind of joked about that, but like, so we're just trying to build like different income streams and like,
yeah,
and also like being creative, like,
and getting that flowing, because I feel like
fun.
It's so much fun, but like being a new mom and moving and you starting a job and me starting a job, like there's been so much
moving pieces there.
Like, yeah, moving parts. There's so much like adulting in a way that we have to get done. We had to do our fucking driver's license. That took so much energy out of me and money and time.
That was crazy amount. Like Ontario needs to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ontario. Like I love the nature. I love like the northern.
We like living here, but wow, that was a pain.
The just need to like streamline your. Look, Saskatchewan's got it right.
They figured it out.
Government,
I will give them
like,
that.
There's like, hey, you know what? Like, this is your license. This is your
plate.
Rate. This is your insurance company. Well, there's only one insurance company, and this is what you pay. Bing, bada, boom, you're done. Yeah. Okay, I went and did that all in like an hour.
Yeah.
It took me almost a week and a bit to get everything done. My safety, blah blah blah, and all that. My license, all that stuff. And I was like, wow, we had really good Regina. This 1 hour, you go in there, take your picture, or most of that hour was just waiting. You know, you wait for a little bit, and then you get your ticket, and then after you do that, you're like there for like maybe 10 minutes talking to that person, get your picture done, give you a license plate, tell you to go over and get your insurance, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So it's pretty streamlined out west. I don't know about the other provinces. I don't know if Alberta's the same, but yeah, it was a pain. So we spent a lot of our present adulting and getting our shit together for living in Ontario. We need health cards and all that shit. And now we're like swerving a little bit to work in a more creative way and also to expand. I feel like that would be a good way of describing. Yeah, because it's not just money. It's like expanding our ability to create, putting ourselves out there.
Yes, that's the big thing. You know, like putting yourself out there, and also working such a physical job. It's nice to have that moment to create. Totally. To turn on a different like part of your brain in a way.
And
just like script something out or like even write a little bit. And it's just nice because like there's so much stuff that like I realized that I wanted to do. Where I was before, I was like, oh, I never did that. But like now it's just like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Things feel a little bit, I would say they do feel a tad bit easier. And I accredit a lot of that to moving into the second trimester for me personally. But I do feel like we figured out your work schedule. We figured out my work schedule. We're like managing bedtime, like all of those moving parts have like settled. So now our creativity can kind of flourish a little bit, which I hope it doesn't go away this time.
No. And like if it does, I hope that it comes back. Like things go up in waves and stuff like that. But
Ebbs and flows. Yeah.
But I think right now we're in a flow state where we're getting into that flow state.
Yeah.
I would say we're getting into that flow state.
Yeah.
Where we feel like, okay, now it's time that we can create and we'll kind of like make a schedule sort of thing. Like
make a schedule and then like flow through it, right? We have like a bunch of podcasts ideas that we want to go through. But like today we were able to do 2, which is awesome.
This is nice. And Lil's still sleeping.
She's still sleeping, but Emma's awake now. Ticking all over the place. Sorry guys if you can hear that.
Yeah, we'll have to try to find a way. Probably not this episode, but once
we figure out.
Yeah, I may have to take an editing course. I'm sure I can find one on YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube.
Yeah, I love YouTube.
This episode is not sponsored by YouTube.
Yeah, well, hopefully one day they will.
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
So needless to say, our present has had its challenges, and I feel like it's moving in a really beautiful direction. Yep, also, like, we have a cool episode planned about like money and what we've learned about money over the last little bit, which is really a lot of fun. Yeah. It is fun. It's no longer
it's not
shitty feeling.
Because we went through so many like
learning curves.
Learning curves, like transformations of like money. Like there's one point when I was working for Loblaws and I was making like really good money,
super good money,
and then I went,
and he was like helping me because I was running my own business at that point, and like everybody knows what a startup business is like, you know.
Yeah, you got to spend money to make money sometimes, and like it's
was
tough to
wild.
get going sometimes. It can be tough to get going sometimes, and you were so.
It was overall
really
successful.
You loved what you were doing, and you were so successful at it.
I actually feel kind of like heartbroken and sad about. I opened a yoga studio, and it literally exactly a year later it had to close.
Yeah, COVID wasn't very pleasant, but it wasn't pleasant to anybody. But you know what, you swerved really good on it, and like now you're doing online classes.
Yeah,
and I feel like online is now people are looking to go on because like some people don't want to go out. And some people don't want to go out.
People's mentality has changed so much over the last 2 years that like, and also we moved. So if I had a studio, we wouldn't be, well, maybe we would have moved, but like it would have been harder to move a physical business. Yeah. So I'm super grateful the way that it worked out, but I think about that and like where I was financially then, where we are now, like the ebbs and flows. It's been interesting, but we're doing really that'll be a cool episode, I think.
Yeah, really good.
That'll be a fun one.
It's just it's just been. Right now, it's amazing. We're living our lives, and we're learning something new every single day, and
along with our daughter.
Yeah, and we're learning stuff about each other that we never knew before, and we're just kind of opening up more to one another. Well, I'm opening up more to Krista. Krista's always been.
I've been in a wide open book since the minute you met
me. Yeah, since the minute I met her, way back when.
Way back 12 years ago, 12 and a half years ago.
Yeah. So, but we're just keeping busy, keeping things fresh, and trying to figure out how to balance being parents, being like working our jobs that we have, but creating,
and also like being partners. Like Leon's like, we should go for a date night. It's like, when?
Yeah, I was like, when? I was
we
like,
need a babysitter.
I was like, we should go for a date night. I really want to go to Pizza Hut. I heard an ad on the radio that has some great wings.
No, YouTube again.
It was YouTube. They showed me some wings. I was like, oh, what if Krista wants to go to Pizza Hut for a date night?
Plastic. I'm just going to call it Plastic Hut. I heard that their food is filled with plastic. Anyways, so balancing.
Pizza Hut.
Super classic.
Yeah, we have that at McDonald's and get Filet-O-Fish.
Junior chicken.
Junior chickens.
So we are currently figuring out balance and just living life. It really is like there are hard moments, but there's not they aren't lasting. That's one thing I have to say. We've never really had like super long lasting hard moments though.
No.
Yeah.
They come and go. And
they're fleeting.
Just like a lot of people's relationships, you have a hard moment, then you have so many other like amazing moments, and like it's the amazing moments that we have that help us get through the hard moments. And
I feel like Lil is such a blessing.
Lil's a little healer.
She's such a healer.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah. She is the best thing in the present moment. But I can't keep saying that because once our other baby's here, then they're going to be like, what about me?
Yeah, I know. There's just so much love that
I didn't think there was that much love in my heart.
Oh, there's so much love in your heart.
So much love.
So much love. I could have like 10 kids. I love them all the same.
So this is the thing. Like, we actually did plan on having like a lot of kids.
3. But
like, I just don't know. Now that I'm out of my first trimester, I'm like, hell yeah, I could do this again. But it's that first 3 months of literal hell. And the first time with Lil, I wasn't even a mom at that point yet. It was so fucking hard. So I don't know.
I'm guessing after this one, I'm going to get the snip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay though. Shooting blanks, baby.
At least you're still going to be shooting.
Yeah, still be shooting, but there's blanks.
All right, well, we'll wrap it up on that classy note.
So thank you for tuning into episode 2.
Yeah.
And
this has been a blast, you guys.
Yeah, share this with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And we look forward to hopefully you coming back and listening to us jibber some more.
Yeah, just chatting. So Leon's literal favorite thing to do is just chat.
Yeah, I like to drink beer and chat.
Just drink beer and chat.
I'm actually drinking beer right
maybe
now.
That's why you are a little bit more chatty, because you had a little bit of
give me some
brewski.
Yeah, maybe I should have some whiskey. I'll be really wide open.
That'd be a wild combo.
Oh my goodness.
So our next episode is... Oh, okay. Well, this was our present part 1.
Yeah.
And our next episode is our present part 2, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper, but then again, we did dive kind of deep today. So either it's going to be part 2 and we'll see, or it's going to be our future.
Yeah, the future, what we plan for the future.
Which is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's just as a kind of like a way just to kind of introduce you guys to us, people that don't know us. And
I hope a lot of our friends listen to this, though.
We'll make them. And then
we're literally going to make
them. I'm going to ask them, like, so what did I say at, minute 35 and 40 seconds? What did I say then? And say it right now in front of me. Sort of thing. To make sure that they're listening. But, once you guys get to know us, know that we are...
Yeah, the intention for these first 3 episodes was really a deep dive into us and our life.
Yeah, and then we'll start talking about other stuff.
And then we'll go
into some crazy stuff. Yeah. Crazy conspiracy theories. I hope we do an episode on
We should probably just do one.
I love conspiracy theories.
Me and Leon actually do, but also often disagree with them.
Yes.
Disagree with each other's conspiracy theories.
Yes. We have one on aliens that we disagree with, but we'll talk about that one another day for sure, because
it could be a whole episode.
Aliens are real.
I agree.
Yes, but they show up differently for both of us.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I guess the one cool thing about our relationship is that we're super different. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of the same views in very different lights, in a way, or very different ways of looking at them.
Yeah. But it's always funny when Chris is trying to explain something to me, and I explain it to her in a different way, but it's the exact same thing. It's like I'm agreeing with her, but I'm just explaining it differently. So I'm just no, you're wrong. But then I'm just wait a second. I disagreed with you. I just agreed with you in a different way.
So we both agree that aliens exist. Yeah. They just manifest in different ways.
Yeah.
So we'll have to talk about that on one, because that'll be a cool one.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for joining.
What a blast.
Bye.
Bye.